Where the New England Patriots are getting set to introduce their newest addition, quarterback Drake Maye, the North Carolina native who played at the University of North Carolina. You see him there on the field in Foxboro, his new home field, ready to turn in that Carolina blue for the red, white, and blue and silver of the Patriots uniform. He's approaching the stage here with Robert and Jonathan Kraft. Now, the speculation for weeks had been that Maye was the man the Patriots wanted, and they made that official just after 8:30 last night, selecting the 21-year-old quarterback with the number 3 pick in the draft. And you see him on the right here celebrating with his family just after his name was called. He comes from a very athletic, competitive family. His parents and 3 brothers there with him. Maye is the 5th quarterback in team history to be taken in the first round. Jim Plunkett, Tony Eason, Drew Bledsoe, and Mac Jones were the previous first-round picks. And there was speculation the Patriots might trade the pick for the right offer, but after choosing Maye last night, Elliot Wolf said that Maye was the player they wanted all along. Maye said the phone rang, the call came from the Patriots, and he called it one of the best nights of his life. Let's watch now. There's the official jersey number 1 for the moment as he stands there between Robert and Jonathan Kraft. You hear all of the cameras going off, and then we expect to hear from them in just a moment. Bright sunshine on Gillette Stadium today as a new era begins in New England Patriots football and for the region. So let's listen as the Patriots introduce their new quarterback, Drake Maye.
Well, welcome everyone. This is a great tradition that Jonathan and I have been doing for this is our 31st year. And think about when we did Gerard Mayo, he said, Mayo and Kraft go together. And I saw the headlines I thought it was the end of April, but one of the papers in town said Mayday has arrived. And that's pretty exciting. So without any further ado, I'd like to introduce our number 1 draft choice, Drake Maye.
What's going on, guys? Thank you, Mr. Kraft. Thank you, John. That was awesome. So just glad to be here. First time in Gillette Stadium. Can't beat this, and just can't wait to play in here and get going and get started over there in the facility. I think we're doing some press. I got a lot of words to say. I can say a bunch. So I brought my 3 brothers back there, my girlfriend. This is just such a special moment for me. Getting that call last night on the old phone, the old buzzer was pretty sweet. I think my mom ended up carrying the old ring down phone out of the green room as a souvenir. So just a special moment for me. I'm glad I'm coming to a organization that knows how to win, has done it before, and ready to get that back on track and just ready for get things going.
They'll pass a mic and we'll call it. Go ahead.
Drake, I know you talked about some of this last night, but what sort of preconceived ideas did you have about the Patriots when you were growing up, when you were going to North Carolina? What did you think about this team, this franchise from afar?
Yeah, I think the first thing is just getting emphasized over and over his family. I think Mr. Kraft just hit on it, kind of up there, and when I first met him, and that's kind of where we come from, North Carolina, such a family place, university, and like I said, I brought my 3 brothers here, and this means the world to me, and just the work ethic. I think the biggest thing is winning championships here, and that's you got to put in the work for that. So it's glad to be a part of that culture. I feel like I fit right in, and I'm just ready to get working and be all about ball.
Drake, growing up in North Carolina, I'm right over here, to your left.
Gotcha.
I'm guessing you weren't a big Tom Brady fan, or how did you feel about the Patriots?
Yeah, just the GOAT. I think any quarterback's got to be a Tom Brady fan. Just what he did, and I think they're already talking about June 12th going to be sold out for Tom and the celebration for him. So just we'll be honored to get to meet him, get to pick his brain, and one of the greatest to ever do it. So just be be an awesome moment to get to meet him, and like I said, just be a sponge, soak it all in.
Go to our right.
Drake, first of all, welcome to New England. Appreciate it. Your brothers obviously are here. There's that really funny video on social media that's floating around of the kind words that they had to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Just growing up in a house where you're the youngest of four, how much did that factor into sort of the competitive nature that you have as a player?
Oh, I think it's a big part of it. I mean, always being the youngest brother, I was the runt for a while. They're all over there, 6'7", 6'8", and 6'9", so I'm still the shortest. But I was the instigator growing up. I was getting beat up on. Luckily I was the most athletic, so I could run away from them. They couldn't catch me. But no, they played a big part in my role of getting here today. And just sports has done so much to our family and put us in this position. And just glad I get to share this moment with them. And those are my three best friends over there. So that video was pretty funny. I'm sure I'll get back at them somehow. So.
Hey, Drake, right over here. Do you have bragging rights for life now over your three older brothers?
Yeah, I think in the Maye family, championships, kind of rules over anything. So maybe until I get one of those, they got 2 national champions over there. So I think that still trumps, being a first-round draft choice.
Drake, on the field down here. What was your first impression of Drake Maye, and how do you feel about playing for a first-year head coach?
Yeah, Coach Maye is a player's coach. I can, easily right away, see how the players attract to him, how they want him to, be the head coach, and just, play the position. Play in the stadium. Like I said, still a family-oriented organization. That means a lot to me, and I think, every time I see Coach Maye, he's been in a workout outfit, just putting in work. He's still getting it in, so that's just excited to play for him. Like I said, player's coach and understands it, know what it's like, playing as a Patriot, and I think that's something that you just can't you can't buy nowadays, being in this position.
Hey Drake, welcome to New England. I'm curious if you could just walk us through what your day has been like today, from waking up, getting in the facility, what you've seen, and what struck you just your first time in the stadium.
Yeah, got up this morning, got out of that hotel room in Detroit. Put on this fit, put on something different from last night. Try to put on something a little different. Still included the Carolina blue, but had to rock the hat all day. Been wearing it all day. Got in here and flew in on Mr. Kraft's plane was awesome. That was a sweet once in a lifetime experience. We came in right over to the stadium and saw the welcome to that stadium. Drake Maye is just once in a lifetime deal. So just kind of it's hard to beat this day. Last night was awesome, but this day is kind of almost trumping it. So came in here. First thing I saw Coach Mayo and Mr. Wolf, and then since then been getting a tour around. Met with Coach Van Pelt, Coach McCartney and Coach McAdoo, and from there just meeting everybody and just trying to show my personality and just be myself and just show them the three clowns back there that were meeting me on social media that we all love each other and best friends. So. And now out here, I got to see, got to meet Mr. Kraft up there and his son, and from here just soaking it all in. This is my first time in here, and even went up on the light tower, on the lighthouse, and just a sweet deal they do up there. I'm scared of heights, but it's still pretty cool. So.
Drake, to your left, right over here. First off, just how much of a visualizing guy are you? Like, have you already kind of visualized, taking over the stadium and coming out through the tunnel? And then also, what were your initial interactions with Mr. Kraft? Like, any chance you told me he was the best decision, you were the best decision this organization's ever made?
Yes, sir. I think, first, I think visualization is huge. I think being here, being in the stadium, I think, one of those things you never forget the first time walking in. Meet Mr. Kraft. He the first thing I said, I think thanks for trusting me, believing in me, and, hopefully I'm not gonna make you regret it. So that's my goal, to come here and work hard and win a lot of football games.
Drake, again, welcome to New England. I know Cam Newton growing up was your QB1. I know you got to meet him last night after you were big. Did you get to share any words of wisdom about what it's like to play in New England and be a Patriot?
Yeah, Cam Newton did. First thing he said was about the fans. What a great city. It's a great sports town, great sports area here in New England. You got the Celtics, right over there, and the Red Sox and the Bruins. So it's just a great, sports city. It was the first thing he said, and I said just, be yourself, enjoy it, embrace it. Cam Newton was growing up in Charlotte. He was, my MVP. I think I said that last night. Just a great player. Had a short stint here where he's making plays, so it was fun to see him do that. But I'm just glad I got to, meet one of my idols growing up and share and ask some questions about New England.
Hi, Drake. Welcome to New England.
Thank you.
I was curious, obviously Gerard was here, a lot of the coaches, Robert Kraft. Were any players here today? And if so, who, when you got here?
I talked to, David Andrews on the plane. I haven't seen Uche here through in the locker room, but I think all the players are gone, so I haven't seen many players. But looking forward to meeting them. Can't wait to do that and just try to fit right in. And I think I get along with people pretty easily, so I'm looking forward to that.
Far right, Bob Sosi.
Hey Drake, last night Elliot Wolf talked about elevating teammates and also mentioned your accountability after games and being a good teammate. What did you learn about those qualities in a quarterback from your father in his career at North Carolina?
No doubt, it was huge. Having a dad that played quarterback, in college at a high level was huge for me. It was a big part of why I am today. He's one of my biggest fans and also one of my biggest critics. So it's been awesome having him, right there in the corner. And like I said, accountability thing, as a quarterback of this football team, and possibly the face of the franchise and face of the team, everything falls on me. I got to get the team going offensively, defensively, and just come in and through work ethic and. Hopefully be the starter at some point and just be a leader. So I think, accountability and hold people accountable and hold myself accountable. It starts with me. And that's just kind of my motto and how I approach it. I got to do my part before I start getting on other people's part.
Go back center here.
Drake, welcome to New England. We're obviously happy to have you. Do you have a jersey number in mind yet? You're going to keep rocking 10, or are you open to switching it up?
Yeah, I think I'm going to stay with 10. As long as it ain't 12, fill those shoes. But I think I'm going to stay with 10. That's just the number that I wore in high school and college, and just keep the same.
Back to the far right.
Hey, Drake, over here. For those who don't know you, what's one thing you'd like to show to the Patriots organization and fans, and what are you looking to prove about yourself now that you're in the NFL?
Yeah, I think the one thing I'm looking to show is just a grinder who's going to put the work in. I think the one thing I'm looking forward to show that the Patriot organization just that I love football, the sport. I don't do it anything else besides winning and hate losing. I think me and my brothers, we did that growing up. No matter anything keeping score, we just didn't want to lose and have the bragging rights. So I'm looking forward to showing that, and I think it fits right in this organization.
Mike Reese on your right.
Hey Drake, I think I heard you mention David Andrews was on the private jet. How did that happen, and what was it like sort of bonding with the center?
Yeah, it was a FaceTime. It was a FaceTime call. But no, I got to meet him here on my 30 visit. I think the center and offensive line for a quarterback is huge. So getting to meet some of those guys, I know Connor McDermott well, so I can meet some of those guys and kind of build those relationships as early as I can. It's huge, and it's huge for just me getting to know some of the guys, know their names and know about their backgrounds and create genuine relationship.
Far left again. Take a couple more questions, guys.
Hey Drake, congratulations. You mentioned David Andrews FaceTime. You met Cam Newton in the last 12 hours. Has anybody surprising reached out to you? Anybody that it was like a cool wow moment that reached out to you?
Yeah, I haven't got back to my text messages. It's been such a whirlwind. I think I got before draft. I usually keep my messages, either one or below. Try to look at them all, and I think I got 250 or 300 right now, and I got to get back to them. Sorry for those who I got back to, but I'm looking forward to seeing who reaches out. I think it's pretty cool. I think one of the first things is, Kyle Duggar wanted to reach out is, what Chris told me on the team. That's pretty special. These players want to already start reaching out. And like I said, talking to David on FaceTime just means a lot to me, coming in as a new guy and, trying to acclimate myself.
Chris Price on the far right.
Drake, I know you said last night you had a chance to connect with Jacoby Brissett already. Where do you see your spot when you look at the quarterback depth chart here in New England? Do you feel like you're ready to step in immediately? Where do you think you are in terms of the transition?
Oh, I'm not going to say all that. I think, the big thing is coming in with Jacoby, just kind of learn from him. Obviously, prepare like I'm ready to be the starter, prepare like it, work like it. And then it's up to the coaches. I think the biggest thing is just for me to show in, fit in with the group, fit in with the quarterback room, and just show off my skill set. And I'm ready for take on anything.
A couple more here. Ian on the far right.
Drake, right here. How do you build relationships with your teammates, with your receivers? What are some things that you do on the field, in the facility, and maybe away from the field?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is getting outside of football, doing things outside of football, whether it's going to play golf, taking them out to eat. I'm a big video gamer, so if the guys play video games, I'll be on. If I'm not doing football, I'm playing video games. So I think stuff like that, little things like that, and even just sitting down with them at lunch, little things, just asking questions, and they're not sitting with the quarterbacks all the time or the coaches. Sitting with different people and get to know them, and just like I said, it's things that come from the heart. And my brothers tease me that I think that I think I'm a good gift giver myself. So just giving some guys and sharing some of the opportunities I may have as a quarterback in this position, just share my platform. And I'll use this city, this great city, in that aspect.
Anything else, guys? All right, I think we're going to have the family come on up, take some pictures.
Come on, yeah, come on. Got the Three Stooges coming up. Three Stooges, overrated, whatever it is, overrated. There he is. We're going to get in front of you. Yeah, I'll be in the middle. Overrated.
Drake, can you introduce who's who here?
Yeah. Yes, on starting with the oldest, Luke. Luke's my oldest brother. He plays basketball overseas in Japan. He's kind of one of my role models, looking up to when I was early on in sports. He's been great and so supportive. He flew back from Japan on Wednesday for the draft. Just shows he even missed one of his games. He put that in his contract, playing overseas, that he wanted to be here. That's his family. That's what we are. That's what the Mays. And then here's Cole. Cole's the jokester. I think me and him go at it back and forth with the jokes. He played baseball at Florida, won a national championship here. So these two got the national championship rings that trump. They still trump the first round draft choice. And then Bo on the end, my best friend Bo. He lives with me at North Carolina. He lived with me. He's on the basketball team, and just a bunch of athletes up here. And can't forget my longtime girlfriend we dated since 7th grade, and Michael over here. So this is my squad, and for getting me, you're getting them. So that's about all I got.
Thank y'all.
Thanks, everyone.
He says he's sticking with number 10, Drake Maye, walking away with his squad, his brothers, Luke, Cole, and Bo, his girlfriend from the 7th grade, he just informed us. This is a very tight circle, the Maye family. Earlier, Dan Roach did ask him, and Drake Maye was chuckling about the messages that his brothers gave on NFL social media. They tried to post a sweet message from his older brothers, probably to congratulate him on being chosen in the draft, and instead they called him overrated and a pretty boy. It was just a slew of insults. So you can see this is a fun-loving, very close-knit, athletic and competitive family. He talked about how his one brother played basketball at Carolina, the other won a national championship playing baseball at Florida. So a lot of competition there. But Drake Maye said that he was thrilled to be a New England Patriot, can't wait to get going and to compete and, most importantly, win. Robert Kraft repeated local headlines and said it's May Day for the New England Patriots. We will have much more coverage on the introduction of Drake Maye as the new Patriots quarterback coming up on WBZ News at 5 and 6.